I want to queue up a video that I've been given. This was taken October 30th of 2024. This video is of an MQ-9 drone tracking an orb, or this object, off the coast of Yemen. You'll see that another MQ-9 launched a Hellfire missile. You cannot see that drone. I'm not going to explain it to you. You'll see exactly what it does. This is when it zoomed out, so you can still see it traveling.
This missile was a Hellfire missile, one of the most powerful missiles in the American or any other armory on this earth. A missile capable of taking out all known tanks, that travels at supersonic speed with tremendous accuracy. But when it reached its target, this UFO, and that, by the way, is an abomination that they would even fire at an extraterrestrial spacecraft, but still, when it reached its target, did it destroy it? Did it damage it? Not at all. It just bounced off, and the craft continued. Now, experts today have been out, and people very familiar with weaponry from America, and people from the forces and so on, commenting on what this might have been, how this operated, and how it is that it had no effect whatsoever on this craft. And of course, some of them admit to being scared, but they can't explain it. They can say this is a superior technology, but they don't know how it works. And this is why it's essential to find a genuine contactee, and I underline the word genuine UFO contactee, such as Dr. George King. In fact, he is completely unique and has a legacy like no other contactee I've ever investigated, and indeed a movement which is still flourishing very actively around the world to this day, 28 years after his passing. Now, I was honored to co-author with Dr. King the last book published in his lifetime, Contacts with the Gods from Space. And in this book, he explained the phenomenon that was shown yesterday. This is what Dr. King said. They are protected by a force field which is intensified in direct relation to the velocity of the craft. This force field is magnetic in nature. No material body could actually come into contact with the hull of the vessel while the force field is in operation. The force field protects the vessel and the occupants from atmospheric friction. So there you have the answer, which they can't find today, and yet it's right in front of them, and has been for 70 years, by the way. That's when the Etheria Society was founded by Dr. George King, when he first went public with his direct contacts with extraterrestrial intelligences. And much as it's wonderful, there is disclosure now starting to come out. It's far, far from complete, and it's far from a complete and honest disclosure. Lies are still being told. One of the lies, of course, is that all these so-called sightings, because they can't stop them now with mobile phones and so on, in the old days they could more, they're saying that they're all weaponry, secret weaponry programs and things like that. Well, we saw absolutely clearly yesterday the best weaponry of the finest armory in the world is useless, is hopeless against an extraterrestrial spacecraft. And we also saw something else too, which is that this spacecraft did not retaliate. It could easily have done. It could easily have taken out the drones. It could easily have taken out anything it wanted to take out. And they are so foolish as to place this issue in the departments of defense. Many countries, not just America. In fact, America has been better than most in releasing information, but not good enough. There are still factions who are even stopping elected representatives from getting to the truth in America. However, this was a key moment. We could see the superior technology of extraterrestrial spacecraft, and we could see the need to come to a genuine contactee to find out why they are here, what is their purpose, what is their plan. And there's one thing we know for sure from this footage: It is a peaceful plan. So I think we should look into, and I recommend people to look into, genuine contacts. There are many false ones, but one which is, to me, the gold standard are the contacts of Dr. George King.